My blissful gorgeous self, at 12 noon, Sita Ram and Lakshman dined together. Sita served. In nearby hills, ascetics and yogis and sages live. They prefer to break their month-long fasting by Sita's hand, and they are always welcome. यहाँ चित्रकूट रघुनंदन छाए, समाचार सुनि सुनि मुनि आए। आवत देखि मुदित मुनि वृंदा, कीन दंडवत रघुकुल चंदा। At 1 p.m. Sita and Ram sit on the altar. Sages arrive then from all sides, and princes honor and bow down to them. They offer blessings and give the couple as if drinking nectar. Prince, dear Prince, you are a scholarly disciple of great sage Brahmarshi Vasishtha. You have studied all his wisdom just in 64 days. We live in forest doing long meditation, and wisdom talks and satsanga remains unavailable to us. We would like to hear from you. Please welcome us with your wisdom sharing. And Sri Ram smiles, and then Lakshmanaji then begins with questions, and then Sita asks, and then flows the holy Ganga of Sri Ram's wisdom. Karma Yoga, Bhakti Yoga, Brahma Gyan, Kundalini Yoga, and even the celestials and the damsels of heaven and God run down to listen. It continues until 4 p.m. Then assembly dissolves and Sita waters her plants. Sweet humming of bees, cooing of cuckoos, dancing of peacocks resound in the forest time and again. आए रहे जब ते दो भाई, तब ते चित्रकूट कानन छवि। दिन दिन अधिक अधिक अधिकाय, सीताराम 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 लखन पदयंकित, अवनि सुहावनी बरनि न जाय। With rumbling clouds hanging over colorful hills, shining as precious gems and resounding like hymns of Samaveda. The flocks of stars and geese racing towards horizon spread out in wide open sky, uniting with blue round clouds, resemble shining white tusk of Bhagavan Varas sporting in the sea of sky, delivering the globe from dissolution. In the crystal clean water filled ponds, reflecting the hills and forests in the sky, appear as a world reflecting upon the limbs of cosmic Virat. Ever since Sita Ram and Lakshman settled in Chitrakoot, Chitrakoot's beauty has been 1,000-fold. Decorated with their beautiful footprints, its sanctity surpassed even the Brahmalok. Lotuses are blooming, grasses greening, perfume spreading, and Sitaram and Lakshman are on their evening walk, my dear friends. They are walking, they are speaking, they are glancing far and wide, petting on some deer, some tiger, some holy cow, some peacock. चित्रकूट अति विचित्र सुंदर वन मही पवित्र पावनी पय सरित सकल मल निकंदिनी सानुज बसत राम लोक लोचना विराम वामयंग वामावर विश्ववंदिनी. At full moon night, Sitaram sit on the altar and wise men of Chitrakoot sit far and wide all around and gaze at inexhaustible spotless moon of the earth. Saint Tulsidas Ji Maharaj shout, Jai Ho, all glories to you, all glories to you. To serve the pair of Bhagavan Sri Ram, Sita Ram, crystal Ram have softened, clusters and bowers of desired trees have made new canopy, deers and birds crowded Mandakini beaches, songs of Samaveda resound always, fountains are singingly dancing and flowing, spring is perpetual as if personal resorts of Cupid, my dear friend. There is the cottage of Bhagavan Sri Ram, where Sri Ram has made bed of soft leaves and flower petals. There in the he paints artworks on the limbs of his beloved Sita Ji and adorn her with flower ornament. Oh, what a great skill, what a great beauty, what a great wonder. Now back in Ayodhya, my dear friend, as soon as King Dasharatha saw Minister Sumantra alone, his heart sank. He could not bear the separation from Bhagavan Sri Ram. He died. Prince Bharat came from Kekeshia like a storm. He filled the city. After cremation, he journeyed to Chitrakoot to coronate Sri Ram right there and bring them back to Ayodhya as emperor and empress. But Sri Ram convinced him that the father's words must be fulfilled at all costs. This is the path of dharma for which he has to live in forest for 14 years. Bharat offered many options, including he would go to forest instead, but not accepted. Bharat poured his heart and cried aloud. Rocks melted. These melted rocks with their footprints are still there in Chitrakoot, my dear friends. I saw them near Kamakiri mountain. And Sri Ram promised to return on the first day of the 15th year. Otherwise, Bharatji said, I entered the fire. The party returned. Bharat waited all the year, living in a cave in Nandigram, worshipping Ram's wooden sandals. Prince Shatrughna ruled the kingdom, my dear friends. Soon Sri Ram felt a deep urge to move into the denser forest of Dandakaranya. With tearful eyes, tormenting heart, yogis and wildlife of Chitrakoot gave them farewell. They walked on, visiting sage Atri and Anasuya and sage Sharabhanga. They walked on and on and on in the denser forest. They met sage Sharabhanga and they were hosted by sage Sudikshna. They journeyed to the hermitages of various great sages all around. Then they came to sage Agastya. He gave Ram a mighty bow and missile, asked him to stay nearby in Panchavati. Under the protection and care of Uncle Jatayu, they lived happily in their new ashram in the bank of Godavari river. Jatayu used to take them on aerial flight on his back and show the beauty of nature. At nights in winter, they sat around fire and topics of wisdom flew like Ganga river. Many times Sita and Ram had swimming contest in Godavari river. They roamed, walked and hollowed all parts of the jungle. Sita did her gardening and taught lessons to the children of the Rishi and Munis and primitives, my dear friends. One day Shurpanakha, the sister of Ravana, came to Sri Ram's cottage and she was dazed to see Sri Ram's beauty, and she assumed a very pretty form and requested him to couplet with her. Sri Ram showed her his wife and he indicated to try Lakshman. Sitting on a distance, she approached him and he heard her plea. He asked, do you want to be servant or lordess? And she said, Lordess, of course. Then I am only his servant. You too will become servant, maid servant. Then upset as he jumped to devour Sita, Lakshmana sped and chopped off her ears and nose, bleeding profusely. She ran back to her palace. Her two brothers, Har and Dushan, had taken down Ram with 14,000 soldiers. But Sri Ram was victorious. Shurpanakha's blood boiled for a revenge. She ran down to Lanka and instigated fascination for Sita and Ravan. He approached Marich, who assumed the form of a golden deer and raised before Sita. She wanted the deer. Sri Ram chased the deer. Deer took him far away. At last he was shot. He died, calling aloud the name of Lakshman for help in Sri Ram's voice. And Sita panicked. Sitaji sent Lakshman to help his brother. As soon as he let Ravana approach in the form of a mendicant, he asked for alms. As soon as Sita came out to give him alms, he forcibly kidnapped her. And he flew away in his aerial chariot. Sita cried. Jatayu ran down to help. He fought but slain at last. Ram drove towards the south. Sitaji is weeping. Vilapati bhuri bisuri duri gaye. Mriga sanga paramasane. Oh, how far away my beloved has gone with that deer. Ravana showed her his wealth in Lanka. He showed her his power and inaccessibility of his island by humans. And Sitaji hated all this. He kept her in a show-covered land beside the palace. Sitting near a pond under a tree, she continued shedding tears in the remembrance of Sri Ram. When Sri Ram and Lakshman returned, they were shocked to see the cottage smashed. Plants trampled, everything changed to worse. Because Sita had protested a lot, so everything was messed. उठी ना सलीला लिए प्रेम मुदित हिए प्रिय न पुलकी प्रिय वचन कहे पल्लव सालन हेरी प्राण वल्लभान तेरी विरह विथकी लखी लखन गए समुझी सहमे सुठी प्रिय तो न आए उठी गहवर ही कहे कौशल पाल. Flowing in the fast current of fermentation of Sita's separation, Sri Ram circumambulated the cottage where he spent so many honeysuckle days with Sita. Then he bowed to Godavari river. On both brothers walked on searching for Sita. There on the way that I would die. Placing him on his lap, Sri Ram cried in pain that I would die. Both brothers cremated him and walked on, calling Sita aloud, hoping that she had gone to bring some lotuses or fruits or water or just gone for a walk, but she was nowhere around. Then वृक्षाद्वर्क्य प्रधावंस गिरीश्चापि नदी नदा बभ्राम विलपन राम शोकपंकार्णवाप्लुतम्. Sri Ram began to run from tree to tree in the hills, in the river banks, near ponds having many flashbacks. He saw a marble slab and remembered he sat with Sita a few days ago, and she was very happy and laughing, and she talked for a long time looking at the lotus blossoms. Then he felt Sita just walking by, and he shouted, "Dear Sita, please come. Why are you going away from me, my beloved? I just saw you. I know you are hiding behind that tree. Your yellow shawl is waving in the air, and your silky hair too. Come, darling, talk to me, please. Sita, please have mercy on me. Joke not, dear. I have seen you. You are waving. You are wearing golden dress, jasmine flowers tucked in your hair, in swan-like gait. Oh, my angelic wife, come, please, come to me and have me in your ambrosial embrace. Here, lo, I close my eyes. Give me a pleasant surprise." And Ram waited, but Sita did not come. Sita did not come. Sita did not come. Tormenting Ram wailed aloud her name. He ran, fell down, got up, fainted again, stood up, walked again. Lakshman is helping, but how can he extinguish the great fire of his heart? Sri Ram fainted down, and Lakshmanji served sprinkled water. Sri Ram opened his eyes and asked, "Who are you?" And Lakshmanji said, "I am your brother." Then Sri Ram asked, "Who am I?" "You are the Olympian prince of Ayodhya." And Ram said, "If so, then what are we doing in this dense forest?" And Lakshmanaji said, we are searching for Janakanandini Sita, the princess Sita. And Ram's memory returned, and Sri Ram cried out again, oh my angelic wife Sita, where have you gone? Come to me fast. And Sri Ram started running to the south, and they started searching, my dear friends. Prana Priya Pahune Rama Lakhana Mero Aaj. Today, ever since Shabari has awakened, her left eye, right arm are flickering. She is thrilling over and over, remembering the words of Sage Matanga. Oh, my darling guests are coming today. And she whispers herself, Chana Bhavana Chana Bhara Vilokati Pantha Bhupar Panike. दो भाई आए सबरिका के प्रेम पन पहचानी के. She has made leaf containers and filling them with soft, self-tasted, most delicious fruit. She is awaiting. She goes to the north, climbs a hill, climbs a tree top, and looks far and wide, putting her palm above her eyebrows. Then she spotted emerald and golden two illuminations through forest paths, and she wondered, my God, am I seeing a dream or is it real? Oh, it's real, it's real, it's real. I am blessed. Spreading the carpet of her love throughout the park, offering tears for Argyam, she led them to her home, offered them those sweet fruits, my dear. Those fruits, those roots and pearls, fed them with her own hands. Sri Ram is eating with all the hunger of his lifetime, completely lost in oblivion of her devotion, and it became eternal. To digest this big eating, both began to stroll along the lotus-filled Pampa pond, of course in search of Sita, my dear friend. Then Sri Ram walked further. As they came closer to Rishamukh mountain, the beauty of the forest and pond grew more panoramic and picturesque. But then they were observed by ever-watching eyes of wanderer knight Sugriva. He sent his minister Hanumanji. Hanumanji leaped from the hilltop, and as he landed, he assumed the form of a smart student. In a brief conversation, he recognized timeless Lord of his teenage. Back into his original form, he clasped the feet of Sri Ram with overwhelming devotion. He bore them on his shoulders and ascended the peak. In the witness of sacred fire he made Ram a friend of Sugriva, demonstrating the miracle of his archery. Sri Ram finished mighty Bali, the one achieved with the shot of his single arrow, and made Sugriva a king. Sri Ram and Lakshman lived in Pramarsan mountain for rainy season. Sugriva sent all the best of his Vanara all over the world in the search of Sita. Among all of them, Hanumanji was able to leap 800 miles away into the island of Lanka. In islands of Lanka. Then he saw in the bower of Ashoka garden. Then he saw in the bower of Ashoka garden Princess Sita under a Shinchupa tree tormenting in separation of Sri Ram. Her countenance bloomed with delight by full vision, my dear friend. Then what happened? Then he gave her the message of Sri Ram. He said, Tattva prema kara mamaya rutora janat priya ekaman mora so man sada rahat toi pahi jan priti ras et nahi mahi. Sitaji was filled, tears flowed. She blessed Hanumanji and he conveyed Sri Ram's message. Then he ate fruits and pot with the guards. Fought with the guards, my dear friends. And then he met Ravan and he measured his power. And then he set fire in his Eldorado-like capital, Lanka. And upon the return of the team, Sri Ram embraced Hanumanji and overflowing with love, he said, Pratyupakara karam ka tora sanmukha hoina sakata man mora sun sut toi urinam enai Kari vichara manamai. The one army marched Sri Ram boarded on Hanumanji's shoulder and Lakshmanaji on Angadji's shoulder, and the army almost flew to the seashore. 800 miles long, 80 miles wide bridge was built. The army crossed the sea and stayed on Subela mountain. Angadi approached Ravan as the peace messenger. Ravan was arrogant, war became inevitable. At last, music of war resounded. In this war, great warriors of Lanka such as Dhumraksha, Akampan and Atikai, Devak and Trishira and Ahiravan, and millions of others were slain by the mighty Hanumanji. After Kumbhakarna and Meghnad were killed, Ravan himself came to fight, ending the dreadful long battle. Pierced by the arrows of Bhagavan Sri Ram, Ravan fell down dead in the battlefield, my dear friend. Sita and Ram united in ambrosial embrace among the immense flower shower, and the music and festivity. Vibhishan became the king of Lanka. All VIP boarded the well-driven airplane, my dear friend. So what happened? Tato dadarsa bhagavan shokavanikaśrame Chmam chamam swaviraham yadim chinchapamulamathitam Rama priyatamam bharyam dinam vikchana kampata